All right, guys, Drew Brees joins us. Boy, what a strange game. You look at it, no turnovers. You were good on third down, but time of possession really changed this game around, especially in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know how many possessions we got, but it didn't feel like a lot, you know. I know
5 in the first half, I think,
no,
for both
I
teams.
think 3 in the first half.
Yeah. For both teams, though, I mean.
Yeah. So 6 total. Yeah, that's a bit unusual. And then really not many in the second half either. So that was you got to give them a lot of credit. They played extremely well in all 3 phases. Because of our limited opportunities offensively, we needed to be super efficient. We didn't run the ball as well as we wanted to, and yet we did enough to convert third downs, get us into third and reasonable situations. It's not like we had penalties and mishaps that were putting us into unfavorable third downs or ones that we couldn't convert. We were 8 of 13 on third down. They were 9 of 13. But man, it just felt like when their offense was out there, they were out there forever, and they were getting points at the end, mainly touchdowns. And then for us, offensively, when we get in the red zone, man, we got to score touchdowns. And we get a field goal early, and then they stop us on that fourth down stand, which that's a huge turning point in the game because obviously if we can get 7 points there, then it's a 10-10 game, and it's much different in regards to, I think, just the mindset and the outlook. I think that gave them a lot of confidence. They were able to drive down the field, get points, and then they got some points before half. So everything that they could have done to give themselves momentum, they did. We, on the other hand, did not. We were not as efficient in the red zone as we needed to be today.
Talk about the opening drive. I know you always want to come out strong, especially against this Bengals team, that if teams have come against them pretty strong early, they have wilted a little bit. But Brandon Cooks, I know you'd like to have that one back. And then there was a throw to Josh Hill. You had your chances on that first drive.
Yeah, we did. When you have the opportunity to make big plays, you like to make them. And unfortunately, we missed just, fingertips. It's a game of inches. But still, we still got down in the red zone. I mean, those were plays that happened, and then we still marched the ball, further. So it's not like those plays ended drives. We still got down there and still had chances.
Do you feel like with this offense, it's strange because you played so well against Green Bay, you played great against Carolina, you had the bye week, and you played so well at home. Is there anything you can pinpoint the last 2 weeks?
You know what? I think we're gonna take a hard look at our preparation and the schedule and a little bit of everything, and it's not going to be a wholesale change, but I'm sure there's going to be things that are tweaked just to create the type of mindset that we need coming into these games, knowing that, man, we are as prepared as we could possibly be. We've done everything we need to do to put us in the best position to succeed. We've got answers for whatever they can do. And at the end of the day, when you feel that way going into a game, man, you got a ton of confidence. And not to say we haven't, but I think, definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So you gotta tweak things up a little bit when you have a couple games like this, and we will hope for a different result.
Drew, just a few more. It was a strange loss. We talked about that with time of possession and being a different tempo type game, but only having 10 points. That hasn't happened in the Peyton era since -- Is that frustrating, only putting that many points on the board, obviously?
Yeah. It's frustrating. I feel like we're a much better team than that, And again, we at the end of the in the second quarter, we get the goal line stand that could be 7 points. It's not. At the end of the game there, we're driving, confident we're going to get a touchdown, fumble the ball, we don't get 7 points. So there's 14 points that you left out there. And obviously 24 points, puts you right in contention to win the game.
Last question. The remedy for you guys often is prime time at home, and that's coming up next against the Ravens. Just talk about the opportunity to pick up in a game like that.
Yeah, I know this. There's no, you can't get back on the field fast enough. There are definitely some things. You know what? I'm looking forward to this week of preparation. You might think I'm crazy. You come off these 2 weeks. We lose a heartbreaker last week to San Francisco. We get beat soundly today by Cincinnati, and yet, man, I feel like this team has the ability to pull ourselves out of the situation that we're in, be able to draw on the things that have happened to us this season and use that to strengthen us, make the adjustments necessary to really give us a ton of confidence about our preparation going into this week's game, and just knowing that, man, we take care of business 1 week at a time. It's all out in front of us, and I don't want to, you know, I hate sitting here continuing to say that, and yet this whole division is right at 4 wins. I mean, the leading team is at 4 wins. I believe Atlanta beat Carolina, so Atlanta, Carolina, us, we're all at 4 wins. So
it's a logjam.
And we're all playing each other, as well as we're playing all these common opponents. I mean, you know, that's the way it works. So the schedule doesn't get any easier, but our opportunity, you know, continues to get greater and greater.
Lots to play for sure. As always, we appreciate your time, Drew.
Yep, thanks, Mike.
All right, Drew Brees here. You know, he said this week he's sometimes annoyingly optimistic. Well, optimism is what's made him successful here in the Superdome and what may turn this season around as well. That's a story here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Back to you guys in Louisiana Cat Studios.